Okay, question number 26. Number of electrons identified by quantum numbers. Electrons identified by quantum numbers n and l. They have given the values of n and l. They are asking us to place the electrons in the order of the increasing energy. How to compare energies? By knowing n plus l. Greater the value of n plus l, more will be the energy. If two orbitals are having similar value of n plus l, then the one having greater value of n will be having greater energy. They're asking the increasing order. Highest energy किसके लिए रहेगा? इसके लिए n plus l का value 5 है. इसके लिए 4. Here also you have, and here you are having 4. The highest A greater than, then C, then you have B, then you have D. Or D is less than, B less than, C less than A. Option 2. Okay. Everyone, please put your video on. If the kinetic energy of an electron is increased by 4 times, the wavelength, the de Broglie wavelength associated with it would become. What are the different formulas for de Broglie wavelength? Lambda is equals to. सारे formulas बताओ. H upon mv or H upon P. In terms of kinetic energy, it is H upon root over 2 Ke times m. In terms of potential, it is root over 2 QV times m. The kinetic energy gained by any charge Q placed in potential difference of V is Q times V. Okay. So based on this, they're asking about kinetic energy, or they gave us information about kinetic energy of an electron is increased 4 times. The de Broglie wavelength associated with it would become. So can I say lambda 1 upon lambda 2 is equals to root over Ke2 upon Ke1? Any doubt? Because it is inversely proportional to root Ke. So lambda 1 upon lambda 2 is equals to root over Ke2 upon Ke1. Any doubt anyone? So अभी ये 4 times हुआ है. 4 Ke1 upon Ke1. Ke1 cancel होगा. Root 4 is nothing but 2. So lambda 2 क्या हो गया? Lambda 2 is lambda 1 upon 2. So it has become half. If kinetic energy is increased 4 times, that de Broglie wavelength became half. Question number 28. Same question we have discussed in the classroom as well. If the radius of first orbit is A0, the de Broglie wavelength of the electron in the third orbit. In the third orbit, the number of waves formed by the electron are. Third orbit में the number of waves formed by the electron are 3. Everyone please answer 3. So 2 pi r3. It is nothing but circumference. That must be equal to, if it is forming 3 waves, it must be equal to 3 lambda. So what is lambda is equals to 2 pi r3 upon 3. What is r3 is equals to 9 times r1, because radius is directly proportional to n square. So which is equal to 9 times a0. So lambda क्या आ गया आपको? 2 pi 9 a0 upon 3, which is equals to 6 pi a0. Any doubt? Any doubt anyone? Same question. We have solved this several times. Very, very important model for JEE mains and NEET. Question number 29. This is also easy question. The wave number of first emission line in the Balmer series. What is the first line? N equals to 3 to n equals to 2. This is the first line. What is the formula for wave number? 1 by lambda equals to r z square times 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square, which is r into 1 into n1 कितना है? 1 by 4 minus 1 by 9. They're asking the wave number only. So which is equals to 5r upon 36. Option C. Any doubt? Okay. de Broglie wavelength, they have given the velocity in kilometer per hour. If you want to convert this velocity into meter per second, किससे multiply करना चाहिए आपको?
5 by 18.
Give me 2 minutes. It got disconnected. Okay. How to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second? You need to put the value in meter per second, right? How to convert that? 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. 1 hour is 60 minutes into 60 seconds. Or else you can multiply kilometer per hour by 5 upon 18. ये आप लोग अपने 10th में या 9th में कुछ पढ़ा होगा. If you multiply that by 5 upon 18, you will get the answer in meter per second. इसका simplification किया तो आप लोग को 2 5 3 times 6 3 is 18. Okay, 5 upon 18. Agreed. So 18 ones, 18 twos. So the speed is 10 meter per second. If it is 10 meter per second, what is the value of de Broglie wavelength? Lambda is equals to h upon mv, which is 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 upon mass is 1000 kg into velocity is 10 meter per second. So the answer is 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 30 hoga. Everyone, direct formula application 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 30. Any doubt? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please answer. Okay, this is 4. Direct है. What is lambda is equals to? H upon root over 2 ke times m, which is equal to h upon root over 2 into kinetic energy is charge times potential difference, which is v into m. So they are asking about h upon lambda. H upon lambda is equal to root over 2 ev times m. So option A. Any doubt? Okay. The radius of second Bohr orbit, ये तो डायरेक्ट है, आपको ये सारा इंफॉर्मेशन जो भी दिया है उनका कुछ जरूरी नहीं है. What is radius? Rn is equals to 0.529 times.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, question 30 में आंसर ऑप्शन सी होगा ना?
हाँ सर होगा.
Sorry, it is 10 raised to 4 ना.
हाँ
This is 10 power 4. मैं cancel कर दिया. Answer is option C. Thank you. Option C. If you have any key change, let me know. Okay. Question number 32. 0.529 into n square upon z. N is 2 square. 4 हो गया, which is equals to 2.12 angstroms. Agreed?
yes.
Okay, everyone, please put your video on. Question number 33. If the shortest wavelength in Lyman series of hydrogen atom is A, Then the longest wavelength in Paschen series of helium positive is. ऐसा क्वेश्चंस बहुत किया हमने. Shortest wavelength मतलब what is the energy?
Highest.
Highest energy. If it is highest energy, what is the transition? N equals to infinity to n equals to 1. So the wavelength is given as a 1 by a is equals to r z square into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by infinite square. This implies r equals to 1 upon a. Longest wavelength of Paschen. Paschen series मतलब कौन सा हो जाएगा? Longest wavelength मतलब lowest amount of energy in Paschen series. Lyman series, Balmer series, उसके बाद Paschen ही आएगा.
Yes.
So the transition is from 4 to 3. Longest wavelength मतलब 4 to 3. Any doubt, anyone?
No.
So 1 by lambda is equals to r के place में you can substitute 1 upon a 1 by 3 square minus 1 by 4 square. So the answer is going to be, and this is in helium positive. Helium positive मतलब you need to multiply that by 4. Agreed? So lambda is equals to, is the answer 36a upon 7? कैलकुलेट करना है क्या? यहाँ पे 1 by lambda is equals to 1 by a into 4 into LCM लिया तो 7 upon 9 into 16, 4 1 4 4. So lambda is equals to 36a upon 7. Option C. Same question हम बहुत बार किया है. I hope everyone are able to solve these questions. All these questions we have seen in our classroom as well many times. Previous exams में भी ऐसा ही questions कुछ दिया है. Okay. Question number 34. The de Broglie wavelength of electron present in first orbit of hydrogen atom is. देखो, MVR is equals to NH upon 2 pi. Whenever you are asked de Broglie wavelength and if they are connecting the Bohr's orbit, always you can get the answer using MVR equals to NH upon 2 pi. This is given. इससे कभी भी आपको आंसर मिलेगा ही है. MVR equals to NH upon 2 pi. They are asking about first Bohr orbit. First Bohr orbit मतलब MV1 R1 is equals to 1H upon 2 pi. What is de Broglie wavelength? H upon MV. H upon MV1 is equals to 2 pi R1. 2 pi R1 मतलब क्या हो गया? 2 ये P नहीं है, यहाँ पे मिस हुआ है. It is 2 pi. 2P नहीं है, it is 2 pi. 2 pi into R1 is 0.529 angstroms. So the answer has to be 2. Any doubt, anyone? Everyone?
No, sir.
Okay. De
Yes.
Broglie wavelength in first Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom, lambda is equals to H upon MV है. So if you want to get the de Broglie wavelength, you can use MVR is equals to NH upon 2 pi. From that you can get the value of H upon MV, which is 2 pi R1. R1 is 0.529 angstroms. Question number 35. Ejection of photoelectron from metal in photoelectric effect experiment can be stopped by applying 0.5 volts when the radiation is 250 nanometers. If the stopping potential is 0.5 volts, can you tell me the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy with which the electron is coming out. The stopping potential is 0.5 volts. What is the kinetic energy with which the electron is coming out?
0.5 electron volt.
Was the kinetic energy with which the electron is coming out is 0.5 electron volt. इसको रोकने के लिए we will be applying the voltage in the opposite direction. The voltage is nothing but QV ना. The voltage is nothing but Q into V. Q is nothing but E times V. E cancel होके आपको 0.5 volts आता है stopping potential. Okay, or else the kinetic energy becomes, the stopping potential is 0.5 volts. The kinetic energy becomes 0.5 eV. Any doubt, anyone? What is work function? Work function is nothing but E incident minus kinetic energy.
Yes, sir.
What is E incident? Hc upon lambda minus Ke max. Okay, Hc का value, what you can substitute is 1240 electron volt nanometer. Everyone remember this. The value of Hc which you can use is 1240 electron volt nanometer divided by 250 nanometer. So you will get the answer in terms of electron volts. ऐसा क्यों किया? Because I know the kinetic energy in terms of electron volts and the answer is also given in terms of electron volts. Nanometer cancel होगा. What is the value of 124 upon 25? Nearly 5 times. It is almost 5 na?
Yes, sir.
5 eV minus 0.5 eV which is equal to 4.5 eV. Answer 4 है इसका.
Yes, sir.
Everyone. So remember this value, the value of Hc. You can mark this in your notebook as well. It is 2 into 10 raised to minus 25 joules second or equal to 1240 electron volt nanometer. Is that clear? Please remember this value or add this particular part in your notes. Okay. Any doubt, anyone? Can I move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Question number 36. A photon has, which of the following statements is false? A photon has momentum as well as wavelength. Yes, सही है. How to get the momentum of photon? Using E is equals to mc square, which is equals to mc times c. So E equals to momentum times c. This is the momentum of the photon. Okay. It is having wavelength as well. Next, that's the right statement. They're asking about the false statement. Splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric field. It is called as Stark effect. So that's also a right statement. Frequency of the emitted radiation from the black body goes from a lower wavelength to higher wavelength as the temperature increases. Frequency करके कहा, but they are referring to wavelength. The wavelength of the emitted radiation करके बोलना चाहिए, but they are telling about wavelength. Frequency करके कहा यहाँ पे, but they are referring to wavelength. Whenever the black body temperature increases, what will happen to the energy of the emitted radiation? Will that increase or decrease? If you are changing the temperature of the black body, if you are heating the black body, what will happen to the energy that is emitted from the black body? Will that increase or decrease?
Increase.
It will increase. If energy is increasing, what will happen to the frequency?
Increasing.
Frequency of the emitted radiation increases. What will happen to the wavelength then? If frequency increases, what should happen to the wavelength?
Decreases.
It should decrease. But यहाँ पे क्या दिया है? It goes from a lower wavelength to higher wavelength as temperature increase. गलत होगा ना? It goes from higher wavelength to lower wavelength. So this has to be the answer. This is the wrong statement. False. Okay. Rydberg constant as unit of energy. सही है ना? E is equals to minus RH z square upon n square. Z constant है, n constant से मतलब number से. So RH जो है, it should have the unit of energy. So that's also a right statement. So the only false statement is 3. Clear? Question number 37. Question number 37. If P is the momentum of the fastest electron ejected from a metal surface after irradiating it with wavelength lambda, then for 1.5 p momentum, the wavelength of the light used should be. They are giving the momentum of the ejected
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, you isn't audible.
Give me 2 minutes. कहाँ तक आप लोग सुना है? Okay. इसलिए प्लीज पुट योर वीडियो ऑन. मैं समझाते जाऊंगा. एवरीवन प्लीज पुट योर वीडियो ऑन. Yeah. The relation between kinetic energy and momentum is Ke upon P square upon 2m. Ke is equals to P square upon 2m. We know Ke is equals to half mv square. If we are multiplying and dividing this by m, you can write this as mv whole square upon 2m. mv is nothing but momentum, so Ke is P square upon 2m. So in the photoelectric effect equation, E instant is equals to E threshold plus Ke. In the place of kinetic energy, I am using P square upon 2m. The initial momentum is given as P for the wavelength lambda. Hc upon lambda is equals to W upon P square upon 2m. For wavelength lambda 2, the momentum is becoming 3 by 2 times P. So इसका P square upon 2m क्या होगा? 9P square upon 8m होगा?
हाँ.
Any doubt, anyone? Okay. In the place of W, can I substitute Hc upon lambda minus P square upon 2m? यहाँ पे और एक information दिया है. The kinetic energy of the ejected photoelectron to be very high in comparison to the work function. इसका मतलब क्या है? What does this statement mean? Assume kinetic energy of ejected photoelectron to be very high in comparison to work function. Anyone? What can you infer from this particular part of the question? Answer.
सर इंसिडेंट एनर्जी को काइनेटिक एनर्जी के इक्वल अज्यूम कर सकते हैं.
वेरी गुड. इंस्टेंट एनर्जी को काइनेटिक एनर्जी के इक्वल अज्यूम कर सकते हैं. और एल्स ये जो W है, it is very very less when compared to the kinetic energy. So W plus P square upon 2m will almost be equal to P square upon 2m only. Okay. यहाँ पे भी W plus 9p² upon 8m will almost be equal to 9p² upon 8m only. समझा? Okay, clear है? So the expressions will be hc upon lambda will be equal to p² upon 2m, hc upon lambda 2 equals to 9p² upon 8m. If you divide this, divide कर लेना, what will happen? hc और hc cancel होगा, p² cancel होगा, m और m cancel होगा. What will be lambda 2 upon lambda will be equals to 8 upon 18 to 4 times to 9 times. So lambda 2 क्या हो गया? 4 lambda upon 9. So the answer is 4. Any doubt?
सर
Yeah, tell me, Prithviraj.
9p² upon 8m कैसे है बच्चे?
9p² upon 8m. Second time, दूसरी बार काइनेटिक मोमेंटम कितना हुआ? 1.5p ना? 1.5p मतलब कितना हो गया? 3/2p. काइनेटिक एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला क्या है? p² 3/2p होल स्क्वायर p² upon 2m which is equals to 9p² upon 8m. समझा?
यस सर.
ओके, और जो मोमेंटम जो है 1.5p हुआ, डायरेक्टली सब्स्टिट्यूट किया मैंने.
हाँ.
But you need to apply this. Kinetic energy of photoelectron is very high when compared to work function. So इन दोनों को ऐड करते समय, in the presence of 1 lakh, 1 rupee is very less. So 1 lakh per plus 1 rupee, it is almost equal to 1 lakh only. So W plus p² upon 2m, it is almost equal to p² upon 2m only. Is that clear?
यस सर.
Okay. Question number 38. The quantum number of 4 electrons are given below. Again, the order of their energies. What you need to do?
n plus l value.
N plus L. Good. इसके लिए 6 है, इसके लिए 5 है,
5.
इसके लिए भी 5 है, इसके लिए 4 है.
4.
सबसे ज्यादा एनर्जी 1 है.
1
उसके
है.
बाद आपको 3 रहेगा, उसके बाद आपको 2
हाँ.
रहेगा. ऑप्शन 2, 4 less than,
Yes sir.
2 less than, 3 less than 1.
Yes
Question
sir.
number 39. You are given different statements. Okay, let us try to understand them. Which of the following combination of statements is true regarding the interpretation of atomic orbital? Option A. An electron in an orbital of higher angular momentum stays away from the nucleus than an electron in the orbital of lower angular momentum. Is that right or wrong? What is the formula for angular momentum?
H bar root L.
H by 2 pi into root over L into L plus 1. Okay. If the value of L increases, what will happen to the angular momentum?
It will increase.
It will increase. Okay.
Yes.
So can I say NS is having lesser angular momentum when compared to P, when compared to D, when compared to F? What are they saying? An electron in an orbital of higher angular momentum stays away from the nucleus. हमने penetration power करके कुछ पढ़ा? As per penetration power, an electron which is present in s orbital, it is close to the nucleus when compared to P, when compared to D, when compared to F. Agreed? Okay. I'm not referring to the radius of maximum probability. Radius of maximum probability उल्टा रहेगा. जैसे हमने last lecture में problem solve करते समय देखा. The radius of maximum probability is different, but the overall electron, it will be present close to the nucleus. If it is present in S, then P, then D, then F. Agreed? That is based on penetration power. So first statement, is that a true statement? Everyone please answer. Is the first statement true statement? Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
True. Yes, sir. True.
Okay. Second, for a given value of principal quantum number, the size of the orbit is inversely proportional to the azimuthal quantum number. अभी orbit का there is no question of orbit only. Yeah, Shivdatta, tell me.
सर फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट में हम ऐसे नहीं ले सकते क्या, एंगुलर मोमेंटम NH/2 और हायर
और-
मतलब n इंक्रीज
हाँ।
होगा.
हाँ, ये नहीं ले सकते. mvr equals to nh/2 that is only for two dimensional ना. It is for orbit.
Yes,
There is no question of orbit in case of quantum mechanical model. Okay, orbital करके अगर बता दिया तो it belongs to quantum mechanical model, right?
हाँ सर.
Then you need to use this formula only. If it is Bohr's theory, then you can use mvr is equals to nh/2. Very important, everyone. Clear है?
हाँ सर.
Okay. For a given value of principal quantum number, the size of the orbit. यहाँ पे orbit करके बोल रहे हैं. There is no question of orbit, but ठीक है, orbital करके if we consider that as orbital is inversely proportional to azimuthal quantum number. मतलब L, as the value of L increases, the orbital size decreases. Okay, ऐसा कुछ कहा है ना. यहाँ पे एक बार देखना, मतलब S, P, D and F, they are saying that P, the value of size, S is greater than, P greater than, D greater than F. This is as per the statement. The size of the orbital is inversely proportional to the azimuthal quantum number. Greater is the azimuthal quantum number, lesser must be the size. Agreed? Everyone? Everyone, is that clear? इस statement का मतलब यही है ना, size of S has to be greater than P greater than, क्योंकि S का azimuthal quantum number least है, P greater than, D greater than F है. Actual में होता क्या है, the size of S is less than, P less than, D less than F. Actual में हम draw कैसे करते हैं? This is how we show. शो करते समय इसको S बोल के and इसको P कहते हैं ना. But in reality, the P is slightly larger when compared to S, and the D will be even more larger when compared to D. इसलिए penetration power में हम ऐसा कुछ बोलते हैं, S is more penetrated towards the nucleus when compared to P, when compared to D, so on so forth. So D जो है further थोड़ा outside spread होगा, F जो है और outside spread होगा. So what is happening to the size of the orbital with respect to the azimuthal quantum number? It is getting increased. The size is slightly different, उतना ज़्यादा difference नहीं रहेगा, इसलिए हम draw करते समय ऐसा show कर लिया. If you remember, we have shown this like this only. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay, but actual में आपको in reality you need to show that something like this. P का थोड़ा सा बड़ा रहेगा, D का और थोड़ा बड़ा रहेगा, डबल डम्बल है तो. Okay, क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
यही से penetration power का भी हम बोलते हैं, and s orbital is more penetrated towards the nucleus when compared to P, D and so on so forth. I hope this is clear. So statement 2, will that be a right statement or a wrong statement?
Wrong statement.
Wrong.
Wrong statement.
Okay. According to wave mechanics, the ground state angular momentum is equals to h/2 pi. Is this right?
Yes.
Everyone, is this right statement? यहाँ पे they are saying wave mechanics, मतलब they are treating the electron as wave. It is not clear if they are treating that as quantum mechanical model or Bohr's theory. both theory में MVR equals to NH upon 2 pi, ground state में 1H upon 2 pi. You can put that, you can definitely put that. एक बार statement D भी देख लेते हैं, उसके हिसाब से we will eliminate the options. Okay, once look at the option D, the plot of psi versus R for various azimuthal quantum numbers shows peak shifting towards higher value of R. They're saying the plot of psi versus R. यहाँ पे आपको it has to be probability versus R, not the psi versus R. If it is probability versus R, for 1s ऐसा कुछ होता है, 2s के लिए this is right. उसके बाद 3s के लिए
हाँ सर.
the peak is shifting towards right for the probability versus R. It's not for the psi versus R. Is that clear?
Yes sir.
So ये जो particular statement है गलत है. D is a wrong statement. It is not psi versus R. It is psi square into 4 pi R square versus R. Or it is probability versus R. Is this clear? Okay. So C जो statement है, considering wave nature of the electron in the ground state, I can say MVR is equals to NH upon 2 pi, 1H upon 2 pi. I can mark C as right. Better options. So A and C are right. How many of you got this question right? Please put your hand. Please raise your hand. Okay. Okay, good. मतलब you can eliminate options and you can get that marked right option. So yeah, very good. Those who have marked it right. Others try to understand this. If you have any doubt in this question, please ask me, or else we'll go to next question. Okay, question number 40. The number of orbitals associated with quantum number n equals to 5, ms is equals to plus half. यहाँ पे orbitals के अलावा the more appropriate term can be electrons. The number of electrons having n equals to 5 and ms is equals to plus half. कितना रहेंगे? The total number of orbitals will be 25. 5 square होंगे. इस 25 में प्लस हाफ का आपको 25 रहेगा, माइनस हाफ को 25 रहेगा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. So answer will be 25. Is that clear? Please put your video on. Everyone, please put your video on.
sir.
Clear है? Next question.
हाँ sir.
Which of the following has highest value of magnetic moment? Highest value of magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is root over n into n plus 2. More n, more magnetic moment. Agreed? How to get the value of n? N is the number of unpaired electrons. Mn plus 2. Mn plus 2 matlab it is 4s0 3d5. It has 5 unpaired electrons. Answer यही होना चाहिए. 5 unpaired electrons should be the highest number, right? Fe plus 2 matlab 4s0 3d6. Here you have n equals to 4. Here you have n equals to 5. Scandium, titanium. Titanium is 4s0 3d2. Chromium plus 2. 4s0 3d4. यहाँ पे n equals to आपको 2 है, यहाँ पे n equals to आपको 4 है. Any doubt in writing the electronic configuration of things?
No sir.
First write the normal configuration. Whenever you are removing the electrons, you need to remove the electrons from the outermost shell. Question number 42. Energy of hydrogen atom in the ground state is minus 13.6. Hence energy in the second excited state. Second excited state मतलब
Third orbit.
third orbit हो गया. So it is minus 13.6 upon 3 square minus 13.6 upon 9, which is minus 1.51. Okay. Okay. Question number 43. Which of the following set of quantum numbers is correct for 4f? n equals to 4 होना चाहिए. f के लिए l का वैल्यू कितना होता है?
3.
3. And the values of
हाँ.
ml can range from minus 3 to
Plus
3.
3.
plus 3.
So answer has to be C.
C. हाँ.
Okay. Easy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In a multi-electronic atom, which of the following orbitals described by the 3 quantum numbers will have same energy in the absence of electric and magnetic fields? मतलब degenerate होना चाहिए. मतलब क्या है? All the p orbitals, all the d orbitals belonging to same shell will have the same energy. Agreed? n equals to 1, l equals to 0, m equals to 0. ये क्या हो गया? This is 1s. n equals to 2, l equals to 0, m equals to 0. This is 2s.
Yes.
n equals to 1, l equals to 1, m can be equals to 1. This is 2p na.
हाँ.
n equals to 3, l equals to 2, m equals to 1 na. This is 3d. n equals to 3, l equals to 2. ये भी 3d है. All the 3d orbitals will be having similar energy. They are degenerate. So answer has to be 4 and 5. Option A.
Yes, sir.
The question is, which of the following orbitals have similar energy in the absence of electric and magnetic fields? All the orbitals of a given subshell are degenerate. Question 45. We have discussed this question several times. Kinetic energy changes from x to x by 4. Relation between Ke and total energy. Ke is equals to minus T.
Minus of total.
P is equals to 2 times
2
T.
times total.
Okay. So potential energy is minus 2x P1. P2 कितना हो जाएगा? Minus 2x by 4 minus x by 2 plus 2x is the answer. Delta P. Agreed? Final minus initial. Any doubt, anyone? Which is equals to 3x by 2. Option A. सही किया ना मैंने?
हाँ सर.
Okay. ठीक है. 46. Which of the following quantum number defines the orientation of the orbital in space? Principal quantum number किसके बारे में information देगा?
Size and energy.
Shell.
The
Energy
The
of
size and the energy of the orbital, or the size and the energy of the shell. Angular quantum number?
shape of the orbit.
Shape of the orbital.
orbital.
Very good. Magnetic quantum number?
Orientation.
Orientation. Spin quantum number?
Spin of electron.
Spin of the electron.
Spin of the electron about an axis. Okay. So answer is C. Question number 47. In any subshell, the maximum number of electrons having the same value of spin quantum number is. Answer. The number of orbitals are 2l plus 1.
1. Yes, sir.
So 2l plus 1 electrons का plus half रहेगा. Remaining 2l plus 1 का minus half होगा.
हाँ.
Number of orbitals into 2. Number of orbitals into 2 is nothing but number of electrons. So आधा electrons का plus half, आधा electrons का minus half. So answer is 12 plus 1. Any doubt? Okay. Maximum number of total nodes. Total nodes के लिए formula. Radial nodes are n minus L minus 1.
That's fine.
Angular nodes or planar nodes are L. Total nodes are n minus 1. All of
Yes,
them
sir.
are having same value of n. So the total number of nodes will be same for all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 49. Which of the following set of quantum numbers represent highest energy? N plus L again. N plus L 3, N plus L 4, N plus L 5, N plus L 4. So option C,
Yes, sir.
last question. There are 3 energy levels in a certain atom. So तीनों diagrammatically करो, ये easy होगा आपको. एक बार ये E है. This is 4E upon 3. This is 2E. A photon of wavelength lambda is emitted during transition from 3 to 1. Okay, 3 to 1 के लिए आपको लैम्डा है, 2 to 1 के लिए कितना लैम्डा करके पूछ रहा है. Can I say 2E minus E is equals to hc upon lambda, और E is equals to यहाँ पे hc upon lambda आया. So 4E by 3 minus E, it will be hc upon lambda 2. Agreed? Which is how much? E by 3 is equals to hc upon lambda 2. E का value hc upon lambda ना. So what is lambda 2 is equals to 3 lambda. Any doubt? 2e से e पे जंप करते समय लैम्डा है, 4e by 3 से e पे जंप करते समय कितना होगा? This minus this has to be equal to hc upon lambda. यहाँ से हमको e और lambda के बीच में रिलेशन आया. This minus this hc upon lambda 2. So we have substituted e. We got the lambda 2 as 3 lambda. Any doubt? Any doubt, anyone? Okay. So in our last lectures, in the chapter of mole concept, we have seen the definition of mole, the relation between AMU, mole and gram. 1 AMU is equals to 1 gram per mole. We have seen how to do analysis of molecules with the help of number of molecules, how to calculate number of atoms of each element in the given sample. We have seen this question. We have seen a question of glucose sample. In the glucose sample, they have asked us how to calculate they have asked us to calculate the number of carbon atoms, the number of oxygen atoms, the number of hydrogen atoms. उसके लिए हमने क्या किया? सबसे पहले we have calculated the number of glucose molecules, and from the analysis of glucose molecule C6H12O6, each molecule has 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms, and 6 oxygen atoms, right? So based on the number of molecules, we have calculated number of atoms of each element. उसके बाद कुछ क्वेश्चंस किया है हमने. The things you need to remember are the relation between AMU, gram and mole, the relation between AMU and grams, which is 1 AMU is equals to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 grams. ये एक relation आपको याद रखना है. Okay? Solve these questions. ये आपको homework के लिए दिया है. I hope you have solved this. If not, solve now. Everyone, hemoglobin contains, everyone please put your video on. Hemoglobin contains 0.25% iron by mass. They're asking the number of iron atoms per molecule of hemoglobin, and they have given the molecular weight. The molecular weight of hemoglobin is given as 89,600 AMU. Calculate the number of iron atoms per molecule of hemoglobin. How to solve this? Can I say number of iron atoms? Fe atoms will be equal to mass of iron per molecule, the mass of ion per molecule divided by atomic mass of ion? Any doubt? What is the mass of ion per molecule? What is the mass of ion per molecule? They have given 0.25% by mass of hemoglobin is nothing but ion. I hope everyone knows how to solve percentages. If entire 100% पूरा का पूरा 100% ion होता तो 89,600 AMU should be the mass of ion. But it is not 100%, it is only 0.25%. अगर 100% के लिए 89,600 है तो 0.25% के लिए कितना होगा? It is 0.25 unitary method. This upon this into this 0.25 upon 100 into 89,600. Any doubt, anyone? Which is equal to 896 upon 4. कितना है? 224 AMU. So what is the mass of ion per molecule? It is 224 AMU upon what is the atomic mass? 56 AMU. AMU cancel होगा, which is nothing but 4 atoms. Also remember this question as a standard result. Everyone remember this question as standard result. The number of ion atoms per molecule of hemoglobin are 4. Important for NEET appearing students. Number of ion molecules per molecule of hemoglobin, they are 4. Okay. Solve this question. Insulin contains 3.2% sulfur by mass. Calculate the minimum molecular weight of insulin. Everyone, please put your video on and attempt this question. Answer. Answer, please.
Sir, 1000 U.
Yes, sir.
1000 U is right answer. Others. What is meant by minimum molecular weight? What is meant by minimum molecular weight? Anyone? Prithviraj, what do you understand by this term minimum molecular weight?
मतलब सभी एटम्स कम होने चाहिए.
ओके. इसका मतलब ये है कम से कम इंसुलिन का मॉलिक्यूलर वेट कितना होगा, मतलब उससे कम तो नहीं होगा. ओके. 1000 U आपको जो भी आंसर आया है, the molecular weight of insulin will definitely be greater than 1000. It will definitely be greater than 1000. It can never be less than 1000. Okay. Suppose let us consider the molecular weight of insulin as X. Molecular weight of insulin is equals to x AMU मान लेते हैं. What will be the mass of sulfur? If entire 100% is of sulfur, what should be its mass? X. But कितना है? 3.2 ही है ना percentage. So what is the mass of sulfur? 3.2 upon 100 into x. Agreed? Can I say the molecular weight of insulin will keep on increasing if the number of atoms of sulfur increase? जितना ज्यादा एटम्स रहेंगे सल्फर उस इंसुलिन के अंदर उतना ही ज्यादा होगा उसका मॉलिक्यूलर वेट. In order to have least molecular weight, what should be the number of atoms of sulfur?
1.
1. What is this? This is nothing but mass of sulfur in order to have least molecular weight. I hope this logic is clear to everyone. As the number of sulfur atoms increase, the molecular weight will increase. So in order to have least molecular weight, number of atoms of sulfur must be equal to 1. So what I can say is 3.2 x upon 100. This must be equal to mass of one sulfur atom. What is mass of one sulfur atom equal to?
32 AMU.
It is 32 AMU. So x must be equal to 32 AMU into 100 divided by 3.2, which is equal to 1000 AMU. So the answer is right, your answer. All new students, please try to understand this. If you have any doubt, ask me. They're asking what is the minimum molecular weight of insulin. They have given the mass percentage of sulfur inside insulin as 3.2%. If I'm considering the molecular weight of insulin as X, the mass of sulfur in insulin becomes 3.2 x upon 100. If you want to have least molecular weight of insulin, the number of sulfur atoms inside it must be 1. Because as the number of sulfur atoms increase inside the insulin, the molecular weight will definitely increase. So I am considering only one atom. This may not be the exact molecular weight of insulin, but I can definitely say this is the least amount which it can have. It can be greater than 1000 AMU definitely, but it will never be lesser than 1000 AMU. Clear? Okay. Next question.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me, Smith.
so but it should have some fixed formula now, so there would be fixed number of atoms.
There will be fixed number of atoms, but in the question they are not asking us what is the exact molecular weight of insulin. We are not worried about the exact molecular weight. We are worried about the minimum molecular weight of insulin. It will definitely be a fixed value, Smith, like you said. But in the question, they are not asking us to calculate the exact molecular weight. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Our assumption is the number of sulfur atoms has to be 1.
Okay.
Okay. I hope this is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, then
Yeah, tell me.
atoms of other elements which are present in insulin, they can be also minimum, means to give the minimum weight.
They can also be minimum in order to have the minimum weight, but we don't know the mass percentage of them, na? We are given only the mass percentage of sulfur, right?
Yes.
Okay, इसलिए उनके बारे में कुछ comment नहीं कर रहे हैं हम. Clear है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question. Find the total number of neutrons present in 54 ml of water. Everyone, solve this question and tell me the answer in terms of moles. Number of neutrons present in 54 ml of water. Hopefully, we will start with offline lectures soon. Everyone, please be ready for the offline lectures. Okay. Answer. What is density of water? I hope every one of you know this. What is density of water?
1 gram per milliliter.
It is 1 gram per ml. मतलब इसका मतलब क्या है? 1 ml का mass 1 gram है. So if we are having 54 ml, what will be the mass of H2O?
54 gram.
54 grams, which is equals to volume times density. Which is equal to 54 gram. Okay. Tell me the number of water molecules.
Three moles.
What is the formula for number of molecules? It is nothing but sample mass upon molecular mass. What is the molecular mass of H2O? It is 18 AMU, but you cannot solve that by substituting it in terms of AMU. 18 gram per mole. So, which is equal to 3 mole. Any doubt? You have 3 mole of water molecules, but they're asking about number of neutrons. If you analyze H2O, you have 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. What are number of neutrons equal to? What are number of neutrons equals to? It is mass number minus atomic number.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So इसमें number of neutrons कितना है हाइड्रोजन में? 0 है. ऑक्सीजन में कितना है? 8 है ना? So वो एक वाटर मॉलिक्यूल में नंबर ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन्स कितना हो जाएंगे?
8.
You have only 8 neutrons. Agreed? So एक में 8 है तो number of neutrons in 3 moles कितना होंगे?
24.
24 mole. Number of neutrons in 3 mole will be equal to 8 into 3 mole. It is 24 mole. It is not 24. It is 24 mole. Is that clear? I hope these questions are easy for students who are doing this for the second time. But for the students who are doing it for the first time, please understand how I am solving the questions. If you want number of neutrons, first analyze the number of neutrons in one molecule of H2O. Calculate the number of molecules, multiply number of molecules with number of neutrons per molecule. यही करना है ना? Okay. We have some more questions here. I think I have given these questions for homework. Please solve these questions. We will discuss in next lecture and we will continue with chemical reactions. Okay. Everyone, please solve the
Okay,
questions and
sure.
come to the class. We will continue in the tomorrow's lecture. Thank you.